It's Friday, October 5th. Welcome to Pastor Bob Daly. I want to speak to you today about something that's very near and dear to my heart. And that's our involvement with people who are less fortunate around us. Now, I don't have to be reminded that it's a tough economical time for all of us. People are hurting, and I get more emails and messages today from people who say, please pray for me, we're losing everything. And I know it's tough. And there are people that are losing their homes. There are people that are having trouble paying their storage facilities. There are people who are not eating as well as they'd like to be. And yet, folks, there's always somebody that's worse off than we are. There are those people that don't have a home. There are those people that wish they had something to put in a storage facility. And there are those people that are really going hungry right here in America and around the world. So how do we deal with all of this? Well, the first thing we do is do what God asked us to do, to get involved with those around us. No matter what you have something to share. But there are those people that get involved for a short period of time and then move on and feel like we've done enough and we've put in our time and now we're finished. I want to talk about that today. Folks, when we started the homeless ministry a number of years ago, I have to say that my heart was a little different then. I've been working with Christian metal and Christian rock and roll for, most of my adult life. And it's been the joy of my life to work in pioneering in a lot of this area and to speak to groups all over the world. And to really zero in on this ministry. It's been the love and the joy of my life. So getting involved here in Nashville in the homeless ministry was kind of a sideline and not exactly what my passion was. Well, today I can honestly say I have two passions, and that's one of them. And it was kind of unexpected. What started out as mostly a duty has become a real joy. But that's what I want to talk about today. When God asks us to get involved with people around us, it isn't just that they need food or clothing. It's that they need somebody who cares. And, there is the difference. One of the biggest concerns that I have for the body of Christ is that we don't put our heart into our efforts. That's a big one. We have big programs. We promote big things. We're doing all kinds of things in the name of Christ. But to actually fall in love with people and make a difference in their lives because of our love for them seems to become a little more rare these days. There are two kinds of people that get involved in the homeless ministry that I've noticed over the years. First, there are those people that really have good intentions. And they know they should do something, so they get involved. And, there are people that come up to me and say, we'd like to help cook, and we are always looking for cooks. That's always, we have a lot of food, but we really are short on cooks. And I always love to hear that. But maybe 1 out of 20 people that ask me that actually end up cooking. Good intentions, but don't quite come through. And all those people that start out working with us, very, very few of them are still here today. It seems like once every 6 months, and for some once a year, people drop out and they do something else, or they don't do anything. They feel like they put in their time. And I'm thankful for people that put in their time, but I'm more thankful for people that are still with us, and I can count them on one hand, those that have been with us for a long time. Why? Because, folks, there's a difference between doing something with your heart and doing something out of obligation. And I think that's what Christ wants from all of us these days, is to really begin to love the people around us, to put our heart in it, which means putting His heart into it. And when God begins to intervene and gives you a supernatural love for all of those people that you wouldn't ordinarily love in the flesh, then something really extraordinary begins to happen. Now, There are some of the homeless that are easy to love, some that are really difficult to love. And why do we show up a few days a week? Why are we now feeding over 4,000 meals a month here in Nashville? Not just because it's something we should do, but something we have a desire to do because we've fallen in love with the people. And folks, I hope that you can be encouraged by that as well. It is my prayer for you that your life will be changed because you fall in love with people who need you. That you will not just be involved out of obligation, but you'll be involved because Christ's love begins to radiate through you and you realize you have a desire for it. And that's when you really start to change lives. Something to think about, and I hope you'll respond. God bless you. Have a great day.